Hey everybody, my name is Paul Eston Jr., aka Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/BoyGreen25. Before we go any further, make sure you like the video, hit subscribe down below. Come on. I see you out there. What are you doing? Make sure you support the show and support the channel for all kinds of groovy New York Jets content. This is going to be the quarterback carousel for the New York Jets in 2023 during this offseason. There's going to be a lot of names discussed in the 2023 NFL draft, free agency and trade. Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, sure. Tom Brady, okay, why not? But there is a new name that has surged to the top of the pile for the New York Jets. And I'm going to be honest, it's weird. It's odd. And even after I considered it, I had to take a shower. But nonetheless, I think the name that we all have to start potentially embracing as New York Jet fans is Daniel Jones. Yes, Daniel Jones, the New York Giants quarterback. Here is the interesting nugget. According to bookies.com, Gang Green is among the betting favorites to land Daniel Jones this offseason. Currently, they're at plus 1,000 odds. That's an implied 9.1% probability of actually happening, which is the fourth best odds, only behind the Indianapolis Colts, Baltimore Ravens, and the New York Giants, of course, staying home because they would have the ability to potentially franchise tag Daniel Jones. Now, again, I'm going to be honest. When Daniel Jones was initially drafted, I was one of the ones that initially laughed about it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was a hilarious game that potentially Daniel Jones was going to be this first round pick quarterback. And there was a lot of struggles early on in his career. But as you really dive into Daniel Jones this year with the Brian Dable touch, how could you not be impressed? He's 25 years of age. He'll be 26 by the start of the 2023 season. Here are some of his numbers: 11,603 career passing yards, 60 passing touchdowns to 34 interceptions, 64% completion percentage. But the most intriguing thing about Daniel Jones is his ability on the ground. He has over 1,700 career rushing yards and 12 rushing touchdowns. But let's really hone in on what Brian Dable has been able to do for Daniel Jones this season. These are career highs in a lot of different scenarios. Brian Dable's been able to wave the magic wand over Daniel Jones, and it's resulted in some career numbers. A 67% completion percentage, career high. 3,200 passing yards, also career high. A 3-to-1 touchdown and interception ratio, 15 passing touchdowns to 5 picks. But as I said, the most impressive of which is his ability on the ground. And it's not just that the numbers are better in terms of rushing yardage. Sure, 700 rushing yards this season is more than he's ever had. But the reason why he had 700 rushing yards is because his attempts doubled this season. It was a direct impact. It's not just scrambling from Daniel Jones. There have been design quarterback runs that have worked spectacular. He had 120 carries this season during the regular season with 708 yards and 7 touchdowns. All of those numbers across the board are career highs. And Daniel Jones played in 16 games this year. The only reason he didn't play in 17 was the last game was meaningless and Davis Webb started it. Again, on the surface, I get it. Daniel Jones isn't the sexy option. He isn't Lamar Jackson. He isn't Aaron Rodgers, but he's a realistic option that perhaps the Jets should start to consider. The rushing numbers are good. The passing numbers are good. He's young, and he's not going to be anywhere near as expensive as some of those other options on the list. According to Spot Track's projected market value, he is projected to receive a deal that pays him about $25.5 million on a multi-year deal. That would make him the 15th highest paid quarterback in football. Now, which again is run of the mill, not bad. And here's the other thing. When we consider the season, again, Lamar Jackson would be spectacular, a former league MVP. Aaron Rodgers would be sexy, sure. And so would Tom Brady and all those other guys. But as Jet fans progressed through the season, the narrative wasn't, man, if they had a superstar quarterback, they would be here. Our bar was much lower. If we had an average quarterback, if we even had a below average quarterback, the Jets would have won 9, 10, 11 games because they don't need Lamar Jackson. They need competent quarterback play. And stop me here, but Daniel Jones provided competent quarterback play and some for the New York Giants this season. Guess what? The Giants are in the playoffs. The Jets aren't. That's just cold hard facts, baby. So while I had to take a shower after seriously considering this because I feel gross about it, to be honest, the more I look at it, the more I am infatuated with the possibility of the Jets bringing in Daniel Jones, giving the middle finger to the New York Giants organization, and potentially solving their quarterback problems for 2023 and beyond. If you want to read more about this, I have an article down below from our Heavy on Jets page diving into the Vegas odds and why actually it makes a lot of sense to potentially chase Daniel Jones this offseason. Like I said, everybody, make sure you like the video, hit subscribe down below for more juicy New York Jets content, and let us know in the comments below. After hearing this video and having an open mind, are you more open to Daniel Jones potentially being the QB1 in 2023, or do you still think it would be a disgusting disaster? And Paul, you have no idea what you're talking about. Feel free to share those comments down below. And like I said, the one extra concern I will sprinkle in is that Brian Dable, a QB guru, was able to coax and lure this out of Daniel Jones in 2023. Without him in 2024 and a different coaching staff, would the Jets have the same success? That's also a very fair question to consider. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in for this quick vid, and let us know what you think below. Thanks for tuning in.